Hey guys, it's Janice and welcome back to another Plan With Me video. I took a break from posting for September and now I'm back at it again to create some more quality content. If you guys aren't already, follow me on my Instagram to see more pictures of my weekly spreads. For October, I had two ideas for the theme. The first one was Harvest, which tied with Thanksgiving for us Canadians, and the second one was Halloween. I decided to go with Halloween since it only happens once a year, and when else would I be able to draw spooky stuff? I don't celebrate Halloween much now as an adult, but as a kid, I would love going around the neighborhood collecting free candy and building my yearly supply of chocolate. I know that not everyone celebrates Halloween, but I'm sure you guys can take some inspiration from my spread. For my cover page, I got the idea from Pinterest to take a fall wreath and turn it Halloween appropriate. I wrote out October in calligraphy and added a jack-o'-lantern in the middle of the wreath and filled in the empty spaces with leaves, acorns, mushrooms, and spiders. To add color to the wreath, I'm using a paintbrush to get the ink from my Crayola Supertips markers. If you guys want a more in-depth description of this technique, I dive deep on how it works in my May Plan With Me video. I'll be sure to leave it linked in the cards. Anyways, this technique dilutes the ink and gives off a watercolor effect, which I prefer more than a pigmented marker. By the way, I'm currently looking for watercolors, so if you guys have any suggestions on good beginner watercolor sets, be sure to let me know in the comments below and I'll check them out. Once everything is colored, I go back in and add some details to the pumpkin to finish off the spread. The next page is my habit tracker, and I've been into creating separate trackers for each habit rather than my horizontal layout. This takes more time because I have to draw each individual calendar, but I do enjoy this way more because it looks a lot better, which will motivate me to complete more of my habits. We are in the last quarter of the year, and I have to admit, I am not on top of my habits. I tend to start off strong in the beginning of the month, but I fall off the momentum as time goes by. Though I'm not 100% committed to my habits, I still find it helpful to track them and see my progress over the course of the year. It helps me to be more mindful of the things I do, which is one of my New Year goals. To tie in the Halloween theme, I drew jack-o'-lanterns all over the bottom of the page with vines growing out from the top and continue my faux watercolor technique to fill in the drawings. And up next, we have my favorite spread of the month so far, my mood tracker. When I was planning for the spread, I thought of a genius idea to draw Halloween candy as my mood for the month and have a bag at the bottom of the page catching candy. This would mimic the trick-or-treating process. I thought it was such a creative idea until it was execution time and I tried drawing the hands, and that's when things got a little rough. Let's be honest, the hands do look a little wonky, especially the right hand, but coming from someone who has no artistic background, I can live with that. So there are 31 candies on the page, and each day I will be filling it in according to my mood. I have candy corn, chocolate bars, and lollipops. I can't wait to see how it turns out at the end of the month all filled in. Moving along, we have my monthly spread. I am doing a floating box with drop shadows, which is a change up from my usual grid style. I drew the boxes freehand just because I like the way it looks, and also, actually mainly, I was too lazy to get my ruler and be precise. For those who are wondering, the boxes are 6x6. I wrote out October on the side in a spooky Halloween-esque font and filled in the white space with cute ghosts dangling on the bottom and spiders coming from the top of the page to amp up the spookiness of the page. This month's spread started off so colorful and wholesome, but as the pages went on, it just became more and more dark. Kind of like my soul. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure how this happened, but I am really digging this black and white style. So for my weekly spread, I didn't realize the camera was not recording the beginning, where I wrote October in block letters with a drop shadow, and this achieves that spooky effect that I'm going for this entire video. I sectioned the page into 8 rectangles, 1 for each day of the week, and 1 for my notes and to keep track of my homework. And the rectangle sizes are 17 down by 12 across. I kept the decorations on this page fairly simple and minimalistic, just adding in a couple of bats and 2 black trees, which adds to the overall spookiness of this month's theme. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, I'll have all my supplies listed down below, and I am curious to see what you guys have planned for October, so please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button to stay notified. Until next time, bye!